For this object lesson, you're going to need a jar of pickle chips. You're going to need some sliced cucumbers, and you're going to want to have enough so that every person in your group can have one pickle slice and one cucumber slice. And you're going to prepare them by putting them into a little container like this. I found these at the Dollar Tree. You're going to put one pickle and one cucumber. You can go to freebiblelessons.net for the full instructions on that. You're also going to need a slotted spoon and some paper towels to clean up. And I always like to kind of hide what I'm doing so that way everybody doesn't figure it out before I get to it. Do you guys like pickles? Pickles are so good. Who can tell me what a pickle tastes like? Let me see. It's salty and sour and it's tangy. But did you guys know that pickles are really just cucumbers? But how does all of that flavor get into the cucumber? It's from the pickle juice, right? Because the pickle juice has spices and garlic and vinegar, and that's what makes the cucumber turn into a pickle. And how does it do that? Well, the cucumbers have been sitting in that pickle juice for a really long time. They've just been swimming in there and bathing in there. And they started to absorb all of the flavor of that pickle juice. And that's called marinating. So when the cucumbers stay in there a long time, they take on all of that good flavor and they become transformed. Now, in the Bible, in Psalms 119:15, somebody said this prayer. They said, I meditate on your precepts and I consider your ways. Does anybody know what the word meditate means? Well, it's kind of like marinate. When we get into God's word, we need to meditate on it. That means we need to think about it. We need to pray about it. We need to study it, and we need to be in God's word a lot. Just like how these cucumbers became pickles by being in that juice for a long time. We need to be in God's word a lot. Now, sometimes as Christians, we don't spend enough time meditating on God's word. Maybe we go to church once in a while, but then we skip a few weeks, or maybe we plan on reading the Bible every day, but we really only do it once a week. That's like taking a cucumber and then dipping it for like 1 second in that pickle liquid and expecting it to be a pickle. Does it look like a pickle? No, it hasn't been transformed at all. Why not? Because it hasn't been in the pickle juice for long enough. So as Christians, if we don't spend a lot of time meditating on God's word, we might wonder why our lives aren't being transformed. So I want to give everybody one of these cups, and everybody's going to try this cucumber that's been dipped in the pickle juice for just a second. Let's see what that tastes like. You can taste that pickle juice a little bit, but not very much. It still just tastes like a cucumber because it didn't marinate long enough. Sure, you could take one. Now let's try the pickle. Now that pickle's been marinating a long time and it's really become transformed. So it's important for us to be in God's word every day, not just once a week. That way, just like these pickles, we can absorb what God is trying to teach us.